Well, I would say actually the thing is studying now for what I want to become physio. It's gonna require a lot of attention and focus and everything. And right now I'm not in that stage.
Of course.
Because I'm busy with something that's also important at the same time. So I'm with athletics now, and it also requires a lot of attention and focus and a lot of energy and everything.
Proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation.
Good today, better tomorrow.
99 FM, Beatrice Masilingi and Treza in the building, keeping it down, or holding it down rather, for Sibo and Mo. She's also our royal hustler. We're going to get to know you a bit better. Okay. Just kind of pick your brain as to who Beatrice Masilingi is. Tell us a bit about, your childhood growing up, small little Beatrice Masilingi.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your childhood.
Well, I would just say I grew up as not say a lone child. So I just grew up basically with my grandma. So just the two of us. Yeah. So I didn't really have much to do. So all I would do is maybe just go to school and then come back home, and then I'll go back to school at the sports field and spend the rest of my day there, and probably just come home like around late 5 there, and from there it's just home again, school again, same routine.
So you're basically a good kid growing up. School and home, that was you.
Yeah,
you weren't a problem child.
Yeah, school, sports, home. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did you have a side hustle? Growing up, did you sell sweets? Did you have a side hustle?
No, it's something I never did. No.
Yeah. And high school. Talk to me about your high school experience. What was high school like? Did you take part in any sports in high school?
Yeah, definitely I did. Well, I did rugby as well, athletics. So I think I also tried soccer and volleyball as well, because we had a volleyball team at the school. I tried basically almost every sport. Everything that was there.
So how did you come to athletics? Let's talk about that moment when you started your career in athletics and when you realized that this is what you want to do with your life. Tell us about that realization, when that moment happened.
Okay, so I remember I was only doing rugby, like I only concentrated on rugby only. So I remember this when I was 2018, I took part in the school's competition. So it was like just a normal thing, fun thing, and then we won on the track, and then running, and then the people were impressed. I mean, the school teachers, they were impressed. I had this she's like a mom to me now. Upperman. Yeah. So she was our rugby coach as well. So she took me on the track. And she was like, okay. She saw the time wasn't that bad. Yeah. It was okay. It was good. It wasn't that bad actually for my age, because I was basically I was 14, 15 there. Okay. Yeah, so she was like, okay, this is good time. So, and I had these stages of qualifying the next stage, like the zonals, the regionals and stuff. So I qualified the next stage. And then from there as well, I started getting better and better, because I started training for it as well. So that's when I realized, okay, athletics is it's becoming something I like as well. And then compared to rugby, where it's I love it, but it's like a team sport. And
you're a loner. You want to do it on your own. Yeah.
But also it was also fun in the rugby, because we had friends to communicate with. You have fun, you have jokes there. But at the same time, it was like difficult, because not everyone had the same goals in the team. Yeah, so some won't show up at training sometimes. Yeah. And if one is missing, then the whole team is not really connected.
Yeah, so, that's true.
Yeah. So so I just decided, okay, let me just do the one that only depends on me and just my energy and everything, just everything that I give. So I moved to athletics, because I saw it was becoming something good as well. Yeah.
So your rugby coach at the time could see the potential in you and pushed you, further to where you are now. Let's talk about where you are right now. You're 18 years old. Usually at 18, I was in university at 18. Talk to me about that. You also mentioned off air that you wanted to go, or you still want to go study. Talk to me about the choice and the decision to focus on your career as an athlete and going to university on a later stage.
Well, I would say actually the thing is studying now for what I want to become physio. It's going to require a lot of attention and focus and everything. And right now I'm not in that stage.
Of course.
Yeah, because I'm busy with something that's also important at the same time. So I'm with athletics now, and it also requires a lot of attention and focus and a lot of energy and everything. So I decided maybe after I'm done, let me say after 30 years, 20 years, then I retire from athletics.
Yeah.
And then I can go and physio. Yeah, and then I can go and study for my,
It's a great. I think it's a great career. I mean, you are an athlete. You exercise. You know the body and what needs to go into physiotherapy and you know. So that's what you want to go study if you eventually do. But you also mentioned that you are doing courses in between.
Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, just something to keep updated with that, like sports science and sports management and stuff like that. Yeah.
If you're just tuning in right now, Beatrice Masilingi is in the building. She's my royal hustler. She is my co-host, and I am just super. I'm in awe just at how amazing she is. This song that's coming up next it's her favorite rapper. She loves hip hop, and she mentioned that she loves Post Malone. We are going to continue our discussion right after the song. Post Malone, Wow, on 99. 99 FM, your inspiration station. Post Malone, wow, it is actually Beatrice Masilingi's favorite rapper. What do you love about this dude? Tell me.
Actually, I'll just say I just love the way he expresses himself, the flows, just the way he sings. Everything is just amazing. I just love the way he does everything.
I agree with you. I agree with. I actually also love this song a lot. It's one of my favorites from him. Beatrice, we are talking about you. We're talking about your career. We're talking about how everything has happened so fast for you in a short span. Talk to me about being on a field with some of the world's most renowned sprinters and athletes, the likes of Elaine Thompson-Herah. How was that experience like? You're 18 years old. You're on a field with all of these, older, accomplished, athletes. Talk to me about being in that same space with these amazing people.
Well, I would say it's really crazy. Just the time I realized that I was going to Tokyo Olympics and I was going to compete with this woman. I mean, I grew up watching them.
Yes.
And they're my inspiration. So especially Shona Miller-Weber, that's the only woman I really fame. And there's Shelley and Fraser Price. So that's the people I was only looking forward to meet. So the rest are not like that really.
So were you starstruck when you met them? Were you like, oh my gosh, like how was your reaction like?
It was crazy. Yeah, and you get Miller, she's like this tall figure. I'm like, wow, okay. So it was just amazing being with them and just meeting them. It was like, okay, so I'm really here now. Okay. So it's like, okay, just take it in and just do what you're here to do.
Beatrice, you're doing great things, and like I mentioned off air when I met you this morning, there's only upwards for you from here. Next year, something exciting is happening in February. Talk to us about that.
Well, I actually decided we saw something that I want to try with the short sprints, because like there's this thing called indoors. So they have like the 60 meters indoors, the 200 meters indoors, but it's like shorter things, so you just go twice around the field. So I decided, me and my coach decided, okay, we want to give it a try. And they have this in the USA, and so my coach is also doing like a coaching. He's learning something there in the US as well. So we decided, okay, he's gonna take us with also and just go do just try the indoors and see how it goes.
That's amazing. I mean, I can only imagine, we spoke about pressure. I actually think we can still talk about that. You are my co-host for today. We are going to continue talking to Beatrice about just, how she feels at this age, being able to put her country on the map and, just doing her family and herself proud. So do stay with me. Royal Hustler for this morning on Beatrice Masilingi and Trezor in the morning on 99.